Hello again. The Prime Minister seems to be stumbling from one public relations disaster to another lately, which is unfortunate for a man who has only been in office for a couple of months. Luckily, though, he has Foreign Secretary David Lammy to support him. The latest controversy centres around the cost of clothes. It seems that the salary of the Prime Minister is not sufficient to enable him to buy his own glasses or to pay for dresses for his wife. For such things he is forced to turn to the charity of a member of the House of Lords. A sad state of affairs indeed. David Lammy said in a television interview that in the United States there is an official budget for clothes for the President and his wife, and that because we have nothing of the kind in Britain, Keir Starmer has been forced to go around with his begging bowl to raise cash so that he and his wife can look the part. David Lammy, of course, cannot even afford a proper pair of shoes on his own salary, and set off for a visit to the American president looking pretty ropey. This morning, Yvette Cooper, the Home Secretary, was trying to explain, with little success, why the salary of Prime Minister is not large enough to allow the holder of the office to dress properly. Of course, all this came against the backdrop of the cancelling of the winter fuel payments for over 10 million pensioners, and the two things together give a truly terrible impression. To be fair to Keir Starmer, he's not the first Prime Minister to carry on in this way, but he and his friends have certainly had enough to say on the subject of corruption before now, and you might think that they would be extra careful now that Labour are in office. The explanation for all this is simplicity itself. The truth is, people become politicians for one of three reasons, and very often a combination of at least two or three of these reasons. They are the same reasons that people become local councillors, mayors, MPs, or even prime ministers. One reason is because you get to be famous and people see your picture in the paper or over the internet. In other words, vanity. The second reason is because you are the type of person who likes bossing others around and knowing what they're doing. That's the busybody type. The third and commonest reason is money. There are always opportunities to make money if you're mixed up in politics. These range from councillors who allow property developers to have a site at a knockdown price in return for backhanders, to being a Prime Minister who doesn't even have to pay for his own glasses. In Keir Starmer's case, I think that all three of these motives are at work, and so we shouldn't really be surprised at the fact that he's been pocketing cash handouts in this way.